This program focuses on recycling. Recycling is important because it helps maximise the value of materials that we have already extracted from the earth, so that we don't need to keep taking as much. However, Australia's household recycling system is currently undermined by contamination. Contamination is when the wrong types of items or items not correctly prepared are placed in the recycling bin. Contamination causes many issues, including increasing costs, damaging machinery, reducing the quality of recycled material, or in extreme cases, sending batches of recycling to landfill. With this program, we therefore started with a critical question: what works to reduce contamination of household curbside recycling? When we reviewed evidence, we found that one of the biggest barriers was not a lack of motivation, but confusion about what should go in the recycling bin. And this confusion arises from the complexity of packaging and recycling schemes and the conflicting messages from different sources, such as family and friends, local council, media, and the packaging itself. We also found that there was limited understanding currently of what interventions were effective in increasing correct recycling behaviour, but that information on its own was unlikely to be sufficient. We therefore combined insights from academic literature, interviews with policymakers, waste educators, and behavioural science principles to design a series of interventions to trial. This was done in collaboration with over 70 representatives from local, state, and federal government and the waste industry across Victoria and New South Wales. In the end, we ran 3 separate streams of trials, testing information presentation and persuasive messaging through online experiments, and 3 different types of local council behaviour change programs. What we learned was that firstly, focusing specifically on what should not be in the bin is important. In addition, including certain types of persuasive messaging can increase the effectiveness of information to improve knowledge. Secondly, addressing misunderstanding and providing direct feedback on specific problem behaviours was the most effective approach to actually reducing contamination. This research therefore fills a critical gap in knowledge about what works and provides practical recommendations that can be feasibly implemented by local and state governments across Australia in order to improve the quality of recycling and reduce our reliance on virgin extracted resources.